Hi guys, hello, we're back. We had a weird glitch where I closed the window and it ended the stream, and then I couldn't get back on the stream because it had ended, so I made a new one, and Love Witch figured it out. I was just about to text you and tell you that we're here. So we'll have the second video. Hopefully you'll join us here if you figure it out. Maybe there's one of you that figured it out.
I just posted in the chat from the old stream, so hopefully people will see that chat message and join us over here.
Yeah, so we have, I'm wondering if any of that got recorded or could be heard on the old video.
Very good question.
I can go to that video and take a look if you want me to just really, see. I'll just go over to my studio and see. Sorry. So we're doing some technical things while we do that. But let me make sure if you can see it in the recording, then we won't redo it. If you can't see it in the recording, then let's see if I can find it. Live. Okay. Yeah, that's one we're on now. And then this is the one from before. I'm just going to mute myself really quick.
Okay.
And then I'm going to look at that real quick. So I'll just go off for a second. Do you want to talk about what you've got going on at what you're doing at the Parlor of Wonders?
Sure. I've got a new weekly Love Spell Service subscription. So if you want me to make some magic for you every single week, that's now an option and you can get it at a discount. If you don't know about my weekly spell service, each Friday I light a candle on my altar along with taper candles for each person who signed up for that week's service. And then on Monday, I send out photos as well as a candle report if you signed up for that. This is a great way to call in any type of love that you want. So it could be romantic love, it could be a job you love, it could just be to love life more, to love yourself more. So this is a really popular and fun way to do some magic each week. And now with this new subscription, you can save some money and make sure that you have a spot on my altar each and every week. So if you scan this QR code, or if you go to FridayLoveSpell.com, you can find out all about that. And hopefully everyone from the old stream is hopping over and joining us here. And we're going to get back to answering your questions here in just a minute. Some other stuff we have going on at the Parlor of Wonders. The Virgo new moon closes tomorrow. So if you don't have your Fast Money Fox spell kit yet, now is your time to get it. This is a really wonderful new moon. It's all about getting money and fast. So if you want to turn your financial situation around rapidly, this is the spell kit for you. And the sales end tomorrow at midnight. So don't miss out.
I'm hot here. Can y'all hear me? Can you see me? Because it looks like I looked at the recording and I'm like, there's a blank space that just has love. Can you hear me? Can they hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
No, but can they hear me?
I don't know if they can hear you, but I can.
It says the love witch. I'm the love witch too. It's all right, whatever. So if you guys can hear me, let's go into the chat and just say you can hear me. Thank you. So we know that it's working, because from our view, it looks like it's working. And then I looked at the recording and it's like a big empty space where my picture should be, and I didn't have any sound. So it was, nobody was hearing. So ask them, because apparently nobody's, oh, yes, you can hear. Okay, great. So your card was the Queen of Wands. And what I was saying for Queen of Wands was that Queen of Wands is magnetic, attractive, passionate. She really, now I put her back in the deck, so I have to pull her out again. I have to find her. Queen of Wands definitely has this element of charisma, the riz that the kids are talking about, and there's sexual attraction. With him, I think he's really living in the moment, meaning he's there for this passion and attraction that you guys are having. There's our card, all this passion and attraction. I don't get the sense that he's looking to plan anything, not because he is against having a plan, but he's really just present in the moment, like a Sagittarian will be. So in that sense, when we look at Queen of Wands, it's like you also need to match that energy of being just in the moment, right? Be there, present, enjoy this. But you can also be strategic, because Love Witch got the Scorpion card, right? And so it's like, yes, you can play this like a chess game, but know that where he's coming from, he's only thinking about where he is right now and what's going on between the two of you right now. He's not making plans for the future. Doesn't mean that there's a bad plan for the future. It just means there's no plan for the future. He's just in the present with this relationship. So if you want to make this relationship long-term, it's going to take strategy on your part. You're a queen, you can do it, but it's going to take creativity and strategy to get it to go there. It's not going to come from him. So that's in a nutshell what I said. And what did you have? And you want, oh, but everybody heard your, she
Yeah,
heard.
everybody was able to hear me. So,
Okay. So then you don't need to repeat
do you
it.
have the list still of who was the
Yes, I
next
do.
speaker?
Cynthia was the last one on the list.
Okay.
Cynthia's $30, so 3 cards. Thank you. It's Whitney and Cynthia. Thank you.
Okay, I have Cynthia's question here.
Okay. Oh, I love this. Did a soft launch for my artiste promotion business this week. Financial challenges, lots of money magic, but nothing has manifested yet. What's the prospects of the business? Excellent, excellent question. You know, I've always seen bright, sunny energy around your business. It's always had good energy. So kind of like, what do you need to know also, you know, beyond like, what are the prospects? What do you need to know to get to that success? Can also be a good, a good thing we can bring to this. Okay, business is going to build. Love it. So the first thing that you have to deal with is the 9 of Swords. 9 of Swords is like worry, anxiety, and all of that. So like this is like, kind of like being very blunt and telling you that for your business to succeed, you got to get your head in the game. In other words, you know, I'm going to bring up something because of being a business person. You're a business person. I'm a business person. The last year was really kind of rough for every small business I know, including Parlor of Wonders. We had like a really kind of a dip, but it wasn't just Parlor of Wonders. It's every business I know had this weird dip. And it was really, really hard when that dip happened, because it was like every penny that came in, I was like, oh my gosh. But you have to go like, get through like that. We were talking about this earlier, that when you think like you're in something and you think, oh my God, is it going to be like this forever? It's not helpful, because everything changes. And the same thing is true of this business. You've started, you're having financial challenges, you did money magic, nothing is manifested. So that can really mess with you. But what you have to do is go, this is temporary. There's a lovely saying, and this too shall pass, right? And this too shall pass, meaning you are not going to be in this stuck place. You're going to be successful. But every business has had moments when you're like, holy crap, can I hang on? Right? Can I hang on? And you do everything in your power to hang on so that you can get through the tough times to get to the good times. What I see around you, look at the 2 of Cups energy. 2 of Cups energy is saying to you, people love you and care about your business. You need to lean on those people to help you, whether it is emotional support that they're offering you to say, you can do this. If it is support to like spread the word about your business, is it like that they're just like a shoulder for you to talk, not cry on, hopefully, but talk to. Like, do not try and do this on your own. Lean into the people around you, because you do have people around you that you've already done the work. You already have these connections. So now is the time to call in those favors. You've done favors for other people. Now is the time to call in your favors so that you are, getting support right now. You can tell people, I need support right now. There's nothing wrong with being that vulnerable. That's what love is about being vulnerable, to say, I really need your support right now. Can you advise me? Can you spread the word? Can you help me? So do not neglect that. Do not neglect that. Look at what I see for your future going forward. 8 of Pentacles. 8 of Pentacles is a card about growth, and it is money growth. But look what this 8 of Pentacles is compared to the other one, which is a guy working on a bench. This is a ballet dancer, right? Mm-hmm. Look how flexible that ballet dancer is. She did not get to that flexibility the first day she stepped up to a bar. That is not how she got there. She did it every day. And so the way you're going to get to your success is by being diligent, by doing it every day, reaching out every day, contacting people every day. Whatever it is that you need to do to make your success, you're doing it every day. But you build your money tree that way. I mean, it really looks like branches with the tree, right? Mm-hmm. So what I'm seeing for you is you are in a really anxious time right now. There's no doubt about it, but you need to get the support of the other people who love you and care about you. It's time to call in those favors. Cynthia, you have such a great network of people. This is the time to lean into your network. Tell them, be vulnerable with them. Tell them, I'm starting, it's just beginning. I'm feeling nervous about this. I need your help and support so that we can get this off the ground. You need help. Let them contribute to your success. People want to help, right? People want to help you, whether it is reposting a post that you make, whether it is spreading the word to their friends, whether it is lending time or energy or advice, any of those things. But you will, I just think you need to have that support and not try and do it all yourself, and not keep your worries to yourself. That's another thing. You know, when business was kind of slow for Parlor of Wonders, I was like, what the heck? Because in an isolated way, you think, is it just my business? Then I started asking other business owners, hey, how has business been for you? And every single person I was around, they were like, oh my gosh, it's been really hard. And I'm like, great. Then I don't feel like it's me or it's just my business. I understand this. So I think that the community and the network that you have made are really important right now. And ask them for their help. Ask them to lend their help. This is a community thing, and you are well beloved. You are beloved by many people. So this is a time when your artists need to help. This is a time when your promoters need to help. This is a time when your club owners need to help. They can help you. And you're going to grow and grow and grow. But you don't step up to the bar and the first day you're doing the splits. You step up to the bar and the first day you get kind of there, and then you get higher and higher and higher. So it's the diligence and the discipline and the continued work that it's going to get you. Don't give up, in other words. This is a building and growing business. So you will get there. You will get there, but ask for help. Ask for help. Get people to contribute. People like I said, people love you and they like to help people they love. So you can do it. And financial prospects look good. So yeah, wonderful. All right.
And, you know, people don't have to help by giving money. They can help by giving ideas and by giving promotion, you know, by giving all kinds of things. So don't limit yourself by thinking like, oh, no one's going to give me any money, so I'm stuck and there's no one who can help me. Totally not true.
Yeah.
And I find like a good idea can be worth tons of money, way more than somebody's just going to hand you. So be listening right now.
Yeah.
I pulled this card that says power. So you really just have to power through this moment. And when we power through difficult moments, we prove to ourselves how strong we are. We prove to the universe how strong we are. And we prove to our magic how much we want something. So, you know, if you're ready to throw in the towel, then maybe this business isn't for you. But I know that's not the case. You're not ready to throw in the towel. You're ready to prove it to yourself and to everyone else. So just keep powering through and trust the power of your spells too. They haven't manifested yet, which means they're going to manifest soon. So you're waiting on them to come through, and you just got to keep chugging along in the meantime.
I like that you say, you know, Cynthia, you've been listening to me probably or whatever, or intuitively you knew. You didn't say my spell didn't work. You spelled my spell didn't manifest yet. And that's the way you keep that spell energy going. Hey, it hasn't manifested yet, but I'm putting that energy toward that. That's so good. So good to do. But I do think that your key is reaching out. And like Love Witch said, it doesn't have to be financial. It can be, hey, they pass your name along to somebody, or they share a post that you made on a social media, or they like a post. These things have power and they help, because you never know that person that sees it, or the next person that gets the message, or the person that connect you with. That can be another thing, is like they can create a bigger network by saying, well, hey, I'm going to introduce you to somebody, right? Yeah. There's so many things that are not tangible things that are valuable things when you're working in a business of promotion, right? It's the connections that you make that are, any PR person will tell you their value comes from the connections they have. So just work on getting more connections, and that can be a gift that these people that love you can give you. So just be willing to ask them, what can you do to help me? What can you do? Can you do this? Can you do that? Right? You can have ideas for them, or they can come up with their own ideas of how they can help. But yeah, but the money is coming from it. Like both of our cards are super positive. So it's just like, you have to get through this tough time. It's not easy, man. When you don't, you know, it's like, when I was in it, I'm like, holy crap, what am I doing? You know, and yet now things are improving again, right? So that's what you do, you know, that's how you do it. So that's what I think of business, that resiliency of the Aries Ram that was in, you know, its card. They're resilient. Aries people are resilient people. And that's the energy you want to bring in, which is when they knock you down, you dust yourself off, you get up and you go. You don't stay down. And honestly, in any endeavor, that's how people get to success. People don't get to success because they have success from day one. No one has ever experienced success from day one. We all get knocked down, but the difference between the successful ones is they don't stay down, right? So if you're getting knocked down, you pick yourself up and you try something else, do something else. Believe me, I can tell you for my business, I have made a lot of choices that were dumb choices. I have done a lot of things that didn't fly, a lot of things that fell flat and didn't do anything. It happens all the time, but I pick myself up, dust myself up, and I keep trying something new. Okay, that didn't work. I got to try something else, right? That's how you get to success. So you can do it, Cynthia, and it's there for you, you know? So it's like what you want to do is take on that Aries like resiliency and just go, I'm not going to let this keep me down. I'm going to keep going until I'm a success. That's the difference, right? I'm going to keep going until I'm a success.
You know, Aries is the youngest sign in the zodiac. And when I think about when I was young, like when I was 20 years old, you could not tell me anything. And if I got knocked down, that just made me 5 times more determined to get up and go do it, right? Every rejection was gas in the tank. So really tap into that young spirit and like get rid of any jaded feelings that you have or any like bad stories that you're telling yourself and just go for it.
Yeah, you can get there. So it's like, it's the power that you pull from within yourself to get yourself up again and keep going. Cynthia, you can do it. Totally. We love you so much. You're definitely working on connections. Yep. And lean into those connections. You're well loved, Cynthia. This is the coin of the promoter and the publicist. And, this is like your connections are gold. So keep those connections, the good ones, and add new ones and keep it going. Yeah, you're going to get there. You're going to get there. All right, we have Canaan Mother and Leafland Fibers. Canaan Mother, general guidance or direction on what I should be focusing on to improve overall life situation. Excellent question. Love that. Okay. Card that came up for you is Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune, look at that. I mean, I love this card. Look at, she's spinning those wheels so beautifully. Look at that. And look at, she's like confident. I love this. Oh my gosh, I love this deck so much. So Wheel of Fortune to me always represents change, but represents change that's initiated by you. Wheel of Fortune is like take the risk that leads to the reward. One of the things of Wheel of Fortune, think about a Wheel of Fortune when you go the game Wheel of Fortune, right? You have to spin the wheel and take a chance to get the prize, right? And there's that bankruptcy segment piece of the pie. So you're always taking a chance, right? But the chance has to be taken. The risk has to be taken. So oftentimes when this card will show up, it's telling you there's something that you want. And it's like there's a chasm between you and what you want. You have to leap over the chasm, which can feel scary or intimidating or daunting, or can I do it? But what it's saying is if you do it, you're going to get that result. That's what Wheel of Fortune says. You're going to get to the other side. You're going to get there. But it feels scary. So there's something in your life that's intimidating, something that you want to achieve or to have in your life that requires you to go out of your comfort zone, to stretch yourself a little bit, to take a good risk. It's a good risk. This isn't a risk like, oh, I'm going to run on the freeway and see what happens. This is like, I want to get to that thing and it requires me to get out of my comfort zone, get to someplace else. And so that's your direction. What you should be focusing on is your big dreams, your big goals, the things that require a risk of some kind, but you want that thing so much and you can get that thing. That's what this says, but you got to take the risk to get it. Being safe at home is great. Like, it's nothing about, but being safe at home is great, but being safe at home doesn't put us out into the stream of life, right? We have to go out into the world and we may, all kinds of things may happen out in the world, but getting out will open us up to those things. So it's like that. It's getting out of that comfort zone, out of what is familiar, jumping into the unfamiliar, taking a risk of some kind. Yeah. So, yep. What did you get, Love
I got
Witch?
this card that says disguise, and it's got this chameleon and this Gemini symbol. So tap into your duality, and when you're forced to go outside of your comfort zone, just tap into that other part of yourself that is comfortable with it already. I do this a lot. Like when I have to do something I'm uncomfortable with or that is new to me, I look at it as an acting job. Today, I'm taking on the role of someone who knows what they're doing in this area, right? And I have found that to be really freeing because I don't know. It's like it's fun and it makes it a game and it makes it a lot less intimidating. And if I forget my line, I'm just gonna make it up, right? So I think fake it till you make it is the message here. And you only have to fake it for so long, and then all of a sudden you'll realize, oh, I'm doing it. I'm blending right in because I fit right in and I know what I'm doing here. So yeah, don't be afraid to put yourself out there and to try new things and to step past your normal boundaries and your normal comfort zone, because you're not going to achieve as much there as you can elsewhere.
So let me ask you something. When you went on the Ferris wheel, were you playing the part of someone who likes Ferris wheels?
I tried, but then I was playing the part of someone who was terrified. But I got back around by the end. I remembered my role. I got my lines back. But when I used to be a waiter, and when I would be like going into my shift, I'm like, okay, today I'm somebody who loves serving tables, who is like really interested in the specials, who's not a vegetarian and can claim that I eat everything here. And it worked. I made better tips than anybody else in the whole restaurant. Everybody loved me. And I didn't feel like I'd given too much of myself at the end of the day because I was giving somebody else, right?
Yeah, right? Oh my gosh, that is brilliant and genius. I love that. I love that so much. Oh my gosh. Well, I think that's great advice for king and mother. Okay. So, leaf land fibers is our last one. It's last call because this is our last reading. If you'd like a reading, now's your chance. This is your last chance to get in. And when we're done with leaf land fibers, we're going to wrap it up. So, if you get it in now while we're doing the reading for leaf land fibers, you can have a reading too. If not, you can join us next week at the same time, same bat time, same bat channel, and you can ask a question next week and make a donation next week. We'd love to see you. We love seeing you every week, even if you're just hanging out and watching. It's a good thing, Not no shame in that. We like having you here, watching, hanging out with you. If you get a reading, great. If you're just hanging out, that's also cool too. All right, so Leafland Fibers, love life. Oh, look at you. Look at you. The Four of Swords is the card of like retreat and rest. So I think in like love life, there's a time of like, I think of this as being restoration, right? If you've been dating and, out there a lot, sometimes it's kind of just fun to just like, you know what? I'm not going to focus on that right now. I'm going to spend time with my friends. I'm going to do restorative things for me. I'm going to build up my energy so that I'm ready to go out again. And I think that's really what this is right now. It's honoring those cycles, right? That's all it's about, right? Is honoring cycles. We can dream our future into being when we are in the dream time, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think of this time for your love life, not as wasted time or downtime or, rejection of it, but a time to dream what it is that you want to do. Like, what is the relationship that you are wanting to have in your life? And to do that visioning now, then taking action later. So now is not the time necessarily, this moment is not the time to be taking action. But when you're clear about what you want, then putting it out in the world with a spell of some kind, and then going out and, attracting attention and being out in the world and meeting new people. But this is a time of dreaming it into being, dreaming your future love into being. So bringing that, what is it that you want? And kind of a little retreat, a little rest. It's going to be restorative. It's dream time. I just love, doesn't this make, like, don't you sometimes love your bed? Like, right?
All the time.
I remember when I was a little kid, I go, I love my bed. I love my bed. I just thought of that for some reason. So you can love that time of restoration because it is the time that gives you that space to dream it into being. The dreaming it into being is such an important part of manifestation. If you're not visioning it, what are you manifesting? Just a whim? No, you have to get into the vision of it. So do like that deep dreaming work of like um, guided meditations, visioning work, to bring in that love life. This is the time for that now. The next week or the next couple of weeks, you're going to feel restored. And when you're restored, you're ready to go out and get it going again and whatever that is. If your love life, if you're in a relationship, this is like a time of like, you're doing your own thing, they're doing your own thing, and then you come back together again. If you're single, this is the time of visioning what it is that you want. And even if you're with someone, this is a time to like vision what you'd like that relationship to be and where you'd like it to go. So that's what I'm seeing. Restoration, right? Restoration. Beautiful.
I got this card that says play. So I think having fun can be very restorative. I think if you've been doing really like intense searching for like the love of your life, for your soulmate, for this really, really deep connection, take a break from that and have some fun. Like, it's okay to date casually. It's okay to just get to know people. It's okay to go speed dating or go on blind dates or try new things, but really don't put so much pressure on it right now and don't feel like you have to meet the one. Just be meeting people. And I think even more importantly, just be going out and having fun. Do things that are unrelated to dating, but that you love, because they're going to help to restore that special energy that you have, and they're going to restore that passion you have for those things. And passion is magnetic, and so it's going to help you to find that person that is going to be the really perfect partner for you. But yeah, I think right now it's just a time to have fun, and like attracts like. So if you go out there and have fun, you're going to find somebody who's really fun and wants to have fun with you.
I remember when I was online dating many, many years ago, I was online dating, and I remember going like, I'm going to look at this as like an anthropological experiment. I mean, people that I normally wouldn't meet, and getting to know, oh, that's what I'm doing. I've been a hermit. I love to dream. Yeah. So dream a real vision of what you want, and then start to play and start to get out there. It's perfect. So what it's saying to you is you're doing the perfect thing right now. If what you're doing is retreating, dreaming, being a hermit right now, but don't keep it in that permanent place. You know what I mean? Like, this is about restoration, not like a permanent state of being. But I think about like when I was dating online, and for me, it's very hard to date online because I can't generally don't fall in love with somebody I like just met. I got to get to know you, right? And so I would say like, well, I'm going to meet interesting people, and people I would normally wouldn't meet, and have some interesting conversations. And I had some dates are really great, some dates are really wild, not terrible, but I remember some dates were like, oh my gosh, like, why did I agree to go to a 4-hour baseball game with them? That's all I'm going to say. I remember going, I've got another. They're only in the second inning. Oh my
Oh my
gosh.
gosh.
I love baseball. So anyway, but they're adventures, and you can laugh about it, too, and all of that. But yeah, this is like dreamy time to get prepared to go out. That's okay. What it's saying to you, Leaf Lamp Fibers, is that's all right. Don't feel pressure. Don't feel like you have to go out right now. The day will come when you go out, and this is your restoration time. And that's okay. Yeah. I love that. Well, thank you guys so much. Thank you guys for all the staying with us through all the glitches and all the technical things. I mean, it is Mercury retrograde, right? We're in Mercury retrograde right now, aren't we? I think so. It's coming.
I guess so. I don't know. I haven't been paying attention.
I think it's now.
It makes a lot of sense if we are, because things have been haywire across the board.
Yeah. So we ended up doing 230. Yeah, 230. That's pretty awesome, you guys. Thank you so much. That means we've helped almost 6 people, right? 5 is 20, 200, 40. So I'll add some extra money in. So we'll be helping 6 seniors this week. Thank you so much, you guys, for joining us. Thank you so much for making your donations. Join us next week at the same time, 6 p.m. We will Pacific, 7 Mountain, 8 Central, 9 Eastern. We thank you for your donations so much. I'll just give a shout out once again, Mirabai and Devon and Avenue Potter and Helen and Leah Tronic and Nicole and Rose and Whit and Cynthia and Kanan Mother and Leaf from Fibers. Thank you guys so much for your donations. Don't forget, we're going to be back next week, and follow Yulia. Let's put Yulia's stuff up again.
It looks like we might have another donation coming
Oh,
through
wait,
now.
we got one more.
But I will put Yulia's up in the
Yeah.
meantime.
So follow Yulia so you can see the seniors that you helped. I mean, you can actually see them, hear their stories, hear all about them. It's really kind of amazing when we see those. And it's wonderful that we're able to help these people and then see the people that we're helping. It's really sweet. Do we have another one?
Yeah, I'm just waiting to see how much she donated.
Oh, okay. All right. So go ahead and put that one. All right.
It's $10.
Oh, great. Okay, thanks. So now we did 6. We actually did 6.
Incredible.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Okay, my question is about a new relationship. It's long distance. Are we friends? Is this romantic? A romantic connection. What is it all about? Let's get some answers here. Okay. Yes, when you put your question in, also let us know how much you donated and where you donated so we can, that'll sort of expedite things so we don't have to have Lovewitch chasing you down to find that information. That's all right if you didn't do it, but just knowing about going forward. Okay. Oh, lots of passion, lots of excitement. 7 of Wands shows up, which 7 of Wands is like a wonderful kind of, I mean, it's definitely high passion. This is fire energy, passionate energy, definitely chemistry. There are some challenges in this relationship. I always think of like 7 of Wands as like climbing to the top of the mountain, not challenges like, challenges like, oh, it's bad, but challenges like to get it to where you want it to go, you're going to have to accomplish some things. And this is evident because you said it's long distance. I think that's the challenge, right? A long distance relationship is great in lots of ways and also be super challenging to keep that energy flowing and to keep the, how are you going to navigate, travel and getting together and all of those things. So this has success energy around it. This relationship has that success energy. It's definitely a chemistry thing between the two of you. It's definitely passion, but the challenge is the distance and how are you going to bridge that. So it's not saying it's not insurmountable. It's absolutely surmountable. This is a card that you can do it, right? This is a can do card, but you do have to do a thing, which is to climb the mountain. In this case, the mountain is how are we going to spend our time together or see one another and navigate that. So I think, yeah, it's good energy about this relationship, definitely passionate, but there's that aspect that you have to bridge the gap of the distance for sure. So what do you have, Love Witch?
Oh my gosh, and it's from Ukraine. How cool.
Oh, Slava Ukraini. Oh my gosh, Slava Ukraini, Ina.
I pulled the strength card. If you're Ukrainian, obviously you're strong. You're incredible. But the strength card tells me the connection between you is very strong, right? I think you already know that. But it can go anywhere, right? The sky is the limit. I think this could be a very strong friendship, but there's definitely potential for much more. But like Madam Pimita was saying, long distance relationships take a lot of work. So it's a question of, do the two of you both want to put in that work? Are you willing to make the sacrifices and changes that it's going to require to make this really flourish? If you do, it's going to work out. The connection is strong enough to really be something special. So yeah, I think it's very, very strong.
Yeah, my card is a success card and that strength card is so this looks very positive. It's just you have to do the work, which the work is to get in the same place. So yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I love that you're from Ukraine. So, I welcome you. I'm so grateful to you and send so much love to you, really do. All right. We fed 6 seniors in Ukraine, you guys. We fed 6 seniors this week. This is amazing. We are really kicking butt, taking names. We're doing a great job. You guys are doing a great job. Thank you again.
We're feeding some more. We got another one.
Oh, okay. Great.
Awesome. I love that.
Okay. So Lily, okay, Lily. So is this the question?
I'm not sure.
Video game controller.
She sent 10 more.
Oh my gosh. 3-card reading. Okay, 3-card reading. Thank you so much, Lily. So what is your question about your video game controller? That's why I play cozy games, because you don't want to throw it. You know, Ask the Love Witch. I'm obsessed with the game Wildflowers, which is totally a cozy farming sim, and I love sim and farming sim. Why? Because you get to pick among all of the potential partners. Nobody rejects you, right? I thought about that today. Anybody you want to get with, you can get
So
with.
true. It's so true. You just have to put in the work.
Apply them with food, make them food, and keep feeding them, and then you can.
Just like real life.
But oh my gosh, yes, that's why I love a general reading. All right, thank you, Lily, so much. Oh my gosh.
I've got to pick Wildflowers
I
back
think
up.
yeah, you know what? I had this
Good.
idea that I want to get married to each person, but within a separate game. Like I don't want to divorce and marry. Like I want each life to have its own.
That's how we're different. I want to divorce everybody in
I
the
know
game.
you do. You're a Scorpio. What can I say? I'm a Cancer. I want to make everybody happy in the game. So I'm already planning out I'm already on my second marriage, but with a different character, right? You know, like it's not this, I didn't get divorced. Now I'm going to get my third character and have a different marriage. And I've already decided who it's going to be. So, because I'm already kind of bored of my potential marriage, even though we're getting married in 2 days.
No. That's not a good sign.
I'm kind of like, I got you married. So what more can we do now? You know, after the marriage, it gets very boring with that person. You know, I already know what's ahead.
Well, you got staying in the yard, in the living room.
Oh my gosh! Oh, wow! General reading. Look at this. You've got the first card showing up as the Lover's card. Oh my gosh,
Wow.
Lily, this is such a beautiful card for you to show. So, Lover's card represents love. It represents partnership. I mean, there's something about Lover's card to me that always is about these partners that are really true partners, right? As opposed to like having a fling or having a hot, sexy romance. This is about partnership. I think of the unit of the lovers, like there's a unification process with the lovers. The Lover's card is associated with the Gemini zodiac sign, and Gemini is the twins. And if you ever have known twins, you refer to them as the twins, right? You don't invite one twin and leave the other one. You invite both twins, right? They're a unit. They're a unit. There's something about, yes, they're individuals, but they're a unit. And I think about the relationships where you invite the couple, right? You don't invite just one friend, you invite the couple over because they're a unit. And so I think about this kind of love being in your life or coming into your life where you really do have this quality of being a unit. So this can be about a relationship that gets deeper and more committed. It can be about a new relationship coming into your life, but this is really on the forefront, is this quality of unification and partnership and love and connection and working together with someone else in a real team quality. I also see King of Pentacles showing up for you, which is for you like this elevation. It can be like a elevation in terms of work, in terms of health, in terms of money. It's like getting up to the next level. So this can be like a promotion. It can be like moving up in some way, expansion in some way, being in more leadership roles. It's really calling you to be in leadership. It may even be related to a relationship that you have to take the lead in the relationship. Maybe you have to invite this person or you have to initiate something, because this is a very much an initiator card. What I see coming from this is like this Six of Pentacles energy. Six of Pentacles is exchange energy. I always think of this as like flow. So this can be like the flow of prosperity for sure, where there's money coming in and money going out. It's flow, right? We don't hoard money. We have the money come in and we also spend the money on the things that are important to us. So I feel like that flow is improving, that is opening up for you more. It can be that prosperity flow, but it can also be about the flow of the connection with you and another person as well. So I love seeing that. Beautiful, beautiful 3 cards. Thank you so much, Lily, for your donation and helping these seniors. Wonderful cards showing up for you. Got a really good opportunity to like take initiative. I think the initiative is the key in all of this, is taking the initiative to deepen the relationship or invite the relationship or whatever it is that, what your relationship state is right now. What do you have for
I
Lily?
have this card that says family with these beautiful seahorses on it. When I see seahorses, my mind goes straight to like male family members because male seahorses carry the young. So if there is a male member of your family who's very protective of you or that you have a very special relationship with, right now could be a great time to check in on him and to spend some time with him. If no one is coming to mind, but there's someone who is in your family that just passed away, now could be a great time to honor them. Set up a little spot on your altar for him, light a candle for him, do something in remembrance of him. As we come into fall, it's a really great time to start thinking about those who have gone before us. So, taking some time for all of your ancestors, not just this particular male one, but everybody that's backing you up on the other side, show some appreciation for them. They will return the favor.
Yeah, I think it's also like too, can be like, doesn't have to be blood family. It can be like
Totally.
father figures, brother figures, those
Mhm.
kinds of relationships as well. Very sweet energy. Yeah, love that. Love that. Thank you so much, Lily. Thank you. Thank you so much, you guys, for all your donations. We now are at 260. No, I think more,
70.
270. 270. Excellent. So with 280, we're helping 7 seniors. So
Wow, incredible.
I'll add an extra money in so that we're helping that. Wonderful.
Oh,
I cook for my grandpa here as well. Oh my gosh,
so
Ina,
sweet.
so sweet. Oh, so sweet. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. We're thinking of you every day. I think of Ukraine every single day. I've got flags outside of my house. If you see, I always tell people, like, if they're coming over my house is the one with the Ukrainian flags all over it. That's how I identify my house. I have a license plate on my car that says I stand with Ukraine. I have a sign on my door that says we stand with Ukraine. I've got Ukrainian flags everywhere. Every day you guys are in my heart. Every day Ukraine is in my heart. And I will not stop until Ukraine is whole and at peace and victorious and at peace. And I believe in that. And I know that that this people in the United States are going to make the right choice so that we can continue to help you and help you get to your own victory. That's really important. So I love you guys. I think of every Ukrainian person.
Lee says, my fiance died 4 years ago next month, and he was very protective. I think that's definitely
Oh,
him coming through and him letting you know he's still here protecting you. He's
yeah,
still watching out for you, and he's still around all the time.
yeah,
And as that anniversary comes up, that's a very special time to remember someone and honor someone. So I think, lighting a little candle for him, reflecting on some of your favorite memories of him, that's going to be a great thing to do.
yeah. And also too, I'm wondering if he's like helping you to get new love in your life or to enhance your love. Because remember, people on the other side are not possessive. They want you to be happy. They want you to have love in your life. They want you to have relationships. So you're not being unfaithful to him by having another relationship. It is about, he wants you to have that love. And it's not like you're replacing him. It's a different relationship, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's how we have to think of it. It's like that person and he and your relationship will always be that relationship. And you can have another relationship in your life. And it's not about, like, sometimes people I think feel guilty or feel like they're being unfaithful. Never will a spirit ever be like that, ever. They're in their high, they want your joy and happiness and a fulfilling life for you. So you've got a wonderful, wonderful person on the other side who does want that for you. So
Even if your partner says, I want you to never remarry, I want you to be the last person you ever loved, they're not going to feel that way after they
right,
die.
right.
And I've known people like that who were like, oh, no, no, no. I want my girlfriend to be with me for the
Who would
rest of
say
time, even
that?
after I'm dead. Not great people, right?
Who the heck would say
Like, I'm going to
that?
haunt her. I'm going to haunt her if she marries somebody else.
Oh my God, please don't say that. That's horrible.
None of that happens. None of that
Yeah,
happens. And all
exactly.
that goes away.
When we talk about spirits, I was talking with a client. I've been doing a lot of spirit guide sessions with people.
Me
I did
too.
mediumship session with someone today. And I was saying how when spirits die, the quirky things about them that are ego based go away. So they're the pure essence of their spirit. So I'll speak to my experience. Like, my mom was so loving and a great mom, but my mom was also a little bit judgy. Like, she'd be like, "Oh, why are you doing that?" About whatever choice I made. Right? She didn't like my choices sometimes. When she passed, she came to me in dreams and she says, "I understand." So she came directly, and I've seen this time and time again with spirits. where they're like, oh, that thing that I thought when I was in my human form is not an issue now. So when they're judgmental, cranky, opinionated, or these things that are kind of medium vibration-ish, lowish vibration, those things go away and the pure essence of their personality comes out. So yes, he wants you to be happy. So
my dad was the
all
same
right.
way, where he was like distant and grumpy in this lifetime, and now he's present and like very open and generous and sweet. So
Yeah.
very different, but now I can like see those parts of him from when he was alive, but it was much harder to see those when he was being grumpy and distant,
Yeah,
right?
right. All right, you guys, I'm very sweaty. I'm ready to have some dinner. and I think you guys are ready to go too. We'll see you next week. We'll be here 6 p.m. Pacific, 7 Mountain, 8 Central, 9 Eastern for as long as it takes to do all the readings. Thank you so much for your donations. We're helping 7 seniors, which is pretty damn awesome. And we'll see you next week. Have a great week, everyone. Thank you so much,
Bye,
Love Witch.
everyone. Thank you.
Love Witch will be here next week too. It's always fun hanging out with you and laughing and talking. And we always laugh and talk with you guys too. Thank you for hanging out. And we'll see you next week.